He sings better than Elvis. Face screaming in fear. Filipino shocks Simon Cowell on Ireland's Got Talent 2025 Golden Buzzer moment. When 24-year-old Rico Alvarado stepped onto the stage of Ireland's Got Talent, his hands trembled like leaves in a storm. The bright lights above him felt heavier than the years he had carried working as a janitor in Dublin's cold mornings. The audience looked at him, some curious, others doubtful. A small Filipino man with shy eyes and second-hand shoes didn't seem like someone who could steal the show. Even Simon Cowell, sitting in his signature black t-shirt, leaned back skeptically. Rico adjusted the mic and forced a nervous smile. "Good evening, sir. I'm Rico. I'm from the Philippines," he said softly, his accent thick but warm. The crowd clapped politely. Simon nodded. "And what will you be doing for us tonight?" Rico swallowed hard. "I'll be singing a song by Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love." A few people chuckled. "Elvis?" a woman whispered from the audience. "Good luck with that." Rico closed his eyes. The first notes of the piano played, and for a moment, time froze. His voice, gentle, rich, and trembling with emotion, rose through the hall like a prayer. It wasn't an imitation of Elvis. It was deeper, filled with longing, nostalgia, and quiet pain. His tone carried the weight of every missed birthday, every call home where he told his mother he was fine while eating instant noodles in a cold flat. The audience began to lean in. The laughter faded. Even Simon's smirk softened into surprise. Rico sang as though each lyric was carved from his heart. "Take my hand, take my whole life too." His voice cracked slightly, not from weakness, but from honesty. It was raw and real, the sound of someone who had nothing left but a dream. By the time the final note faded, silence filled the room. Then came the first tear, from a woman in the front row. Then another. The crowd erupted into applause so loud that Rico stepped back, overwhelmed. Simon Cowell stood up. Yes, stood. The camera caught his rare smile. "That," Simon said, pointing at Rico, "was pure soul. You didn't sing like Elvis, you sang like you." Rico's breath caught in his throat. He was shaking, clutching the mic. The other judges were emotional too. One of them pressed the golden buzzer. Gold confetti rained down from above. Rico dropped to his knees, covering his face. Tears streamed down his cheeks as he whispered, thank you, Lord." The audience stood, cheering wildly. But the real story, the one no one knew, started long before that night. Rico had left the Philippines 3 years earlier to support his sick mother and 2 younger sisters. His father had passed away when he was 12, leaving behind only an old guitar. That guitar became his best friend, his escape from hunger and grief. In Dublin, he worked as a janitor by day and sang in small bars by night. Often, he'd send nearly all his earnings home, keeping just enough for a loaf. After his golden buzzer moment, Rico became an instant sensation. People across the world shared his story, the janitor who sang better than Elvis. News outlets called him the voice of humility. But Rico never forgot where he came from. When asked what he would do if he won, he simply said, "I just want my mom to have her medicine, and my sisters to finish school." A few weeks later, during the live finals, the producers flew his mother from the Philippines to Ireland as a surprise. She appeared on stage after his performance, frail but beaming with pride. Rico froze, his mic trembling in his hand. "Mama," he whispered. She nodded, tears shining in her eyes. "You did it, Anak," she said in Tagalog. "You made the world hear your heart." The entire auditorium wept with them. Even Simon wiped his eyes. Though Rico didn't win the entire competition, he won something far greater, the world's love and respect. A major record label offered him a contract, but before signing anything, he visited the hospital in Dublin where he used to mop floors. He sang for the staff during lunch hour, just to thank them for their kindness when he was invisible. Dreams don't start on stage, he told them. They start when you believe your pain can become a song. Months later, Rico built a small music school back home in Cebu, free for underprivileged kids. The sign outside read, "Sing with your heart, not for fame." And sometimes, late at night, Rico would look at the stars and whisper, "Thank you, Elvis, but I found my own voice." His story became a living reminder that greatness isn't measured by fame or fortune, but by how many hearts you touch on your way there. Because sometimes, the smallest voices echo the loudest.